In 1955, I was a young lawyer and ANC leader in Johannesburg, navigating the treacherous landscape of apartheid, which segregated South Africans by race, denying blacks rights to vote, own land, or move freely. The government's latest blow was the forced removals under the Group Areas Act, uprooting black and colored families from vibrant communities to barren townships. This story, The Last Stand of Sophiatown, follows a fictional shopkeeper named Joseph Mokoena, whose fight to save his home and community mirrored our broader struggle. His tale is one of defiance, loss, and hope, woven into the fabric of our resistance. Joseph, a wiry man in his 40s, owned a small grocery in Sophiatown, a melting pot where jazz filled the air and black, white, and colored neighbors lived side by side. His shop was a hub. Mothers bought maize meal, children grabbed sweets, and ANC activists like me met in the backroom to plan. Sophiatown was our defiance of apartheid's divisions, but in 1955 the government declared it a white area, ordering 60,000 residents out. Joseph heard the news at a community meeting I addressed, urging nonviolent resistance. His eyes burned with resolve. He'd built his shop with his late wife, Sarah, and wouldn't let bulldozers take it. Joseph rallied neighbors, forming the Sophiatown Residents Committee. They wrote petitions, held night vigils, and sang in Kosi Cyclo I, Africa, to defy curfews. I joined them when I could, despite my banning order, slipping into Sophiatown under cover of darkness. One night, Joseph shared his plan: hide deeds and documents to prove ownership, hoping to delay evictions. His teenage son, David, helped, sneaking papers to save houses. The community spirit reminded me of our 1952 Defiance campaign, when we broke unjust laws together. The removals began in February 1955, with police and bulldozers descending on Sophiatown. Joseph stood outside his shop, arms crossed, as officers ordered him to leave. "This is my home," he said, echoing words I'd heard from countless others. Police arrested him, but neighbors blocked the streets, singing and slowing the trucks. David, only 16, threw stones, his anger boiling over. The resistance delayed the destruction for days, but the regime's power was relentless. Shows were raised, families sent to Meadowlands, a desolate township far away. In detention, Joseph met other activists, sharing stories of resistance. Released after a week, he found his shop half demolished, but he didn't break. He moved to Meadowlands, rebuilding his store in a tin shack. There, he turned it into a secret ANC meeting point, hiding banned pamphlets under sacks of flour. I visited once, disguised as a deliverman, and saw his determination. "They took our homes, Madiba," he said, "but not our fight." His words stayed with me, even years later on Robben Island. Joseph's new shop became a lifeline in Meadowlands, where families struggled without electricity or schools. He gave food on credit to those in need, taught David to read ANC texts, and hosted discussions about the Freedom Charter, which I helped draft, calling for equality. One night, a young customer, inspired by Joseph, joined Umkhonto we Sizwe, our armed wing. Joseph worried for David, who was drawn to the same path, but he knew the youth were our future, much like the 1976 Soweto students. By 1960, as apartheid tightened, Joseph faced raids. Police suspected his shop was a hub, but he outsmarted them, hiding documents in hollow, doubt crates. David, now a courier, carried messages to ANC safe houses. During one raid, Joseph was arrested again, beaten but silent. Released, he continued, his shop a beacon of hope. I was in hiding then, organizing resistance, but heard of his courage through comrades, a reminder of why we fought. When I was jailed in 1964, Joseph's story reached me on Robben Island through new prisoners. He kept his shop running, even as Meadowlands grew poorer. In 1976, during the Soweto uprising, David joined student protests, carrying his father's spirit. Joseph, older now, supported them, hiding fugitives. His shop was burned in a police raid, but he rebuilt again, saying, "As long as we breathe, we resist." His words echoed our prison debates about endurance. By my release in 1990, Sophiatown was a memory, replaced by a white suburb called Triumpharnic, meaning triumph. But Joseph's fight lived on. I met him at a Soweto rally, his hair gray but his smile unbroken. Had trained David to take over the shop, now a community center. When I became president in 1994, I thought of Joseph as we built houses and schools, trying to right the wrongs of forced removals. He attended a Women's Day event, honoring Sarah's memory, who'd inspired his stand. Joseph's story is the story of thousands who lost homes but not hope. His last stand in Sophiatown and his rebirth in Meadowlands reflect Ubuntu shared humanity. He taught us that resistance isn't just protests, it's rebuilding, nurturing, enduring. If you face loss, let Joseph inspire you to stand firm, rebuild, and keep fighting. Amen. Lay power to the people.